base never misses. I mean, when do my bases ever miss?
She wanna know me. I stay low key, all gas, no brakes, baby. Let them hoes sleep. Body on 10, make your girl OD. I get in my way, never out of my lane. Feel like you the one and I'm on one. So what is gonna be, baby? Squad up.
It was about that time for a new makeup tutorial. I have been doing a different base routine as of late. If you follow me on TikTok, you already kind of know my updated base routine. But if you're not following me on there, what are you doing? Go ahead, follow me. I'm gonna have the link in the description box down below. I have so much fun going live with you guys. We can chat in real time and like just chill and do our makeup, as opposed to on YouTube. I gotta chop and cut up these clips so y'all don't end up going to sleep on your girl, okay? If you like my hair in this video, I did just add this wig and a few others to my resale wig website, so definitely check the link in the description box down below before they're sold out. Do y'all see my base though? It is flawless AF. I'm using a foundation that y'all haven't seen me use in a very, very long time, and it is so good. I don't know why I stopped using this foundation, but it has completely changed the way I do my makeup as of late. I really love the finish of this. It is long lasting. It looks really good photographed, and this base never misses. I mean, when do my bases ever miss? If you would like to see how I got this super flawless base today, I'm gonna talk through this whole look with you so we can do it together. Y'all know what to do, definitely stay tuned. So I already did my brows and my eyeshadow. I like to do my brows and my eyeshadow before I do my face makeup. That's just the order that I like to do as of late, but sometimes that switches up, and if I'm in a hurry, I definitely do my base before I do my brows and my eyeshadow. If you're interested in my updated brow tutorial, I will leave a card up top for you guys to go check that out. On my lips right now, I just have a little bit of the Clinique Moisture Surge Lip. I really have been loving this just to moisturize and plump up my lip. I always prep my under eye when I'm gonna be wearing makeup. I'm going in with this Yerba Mate Wake Up Eye Gel. I really love the way that it makes my under eye area fill, and it's not too thick that it causes the concealer to crease up. So this is perfect for prepping your under eye area for makeup and concealer. Next, I'm gonna go in with my first primer, and that's gonna be the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray. I like using this before and after I do my makeup. It really just helps the makeup to grip to it, and I feel like it goes on so much better. Next, I'm gonna use my second primer. This is the NYX Plump Right Back. I used this in my last drugstore makeup tutorial. I told y'all I love this stuff. I use this regardless if I'm using a drugstore foundation or just like a regular foundation. I really just love this. And you wanna wait for this to get nice and tacky to apply your foundation. Y'all are gonna be so shocked that I'm using a different NARS foundation. This is the NARS Sheer Glow foundation, and I have been loving it for the past month or so. If you're following me on TikTok, you already heard my spill on this, but I've actually been loving this more than the Natural Radiant foundation as of late. For some reason, I thought this foundation was a lot more dewy than the Natural Radiant foundation, but this one is actually more matte in my opinion. I'm going to be applying it with the e.l.f. Buffing Foundation Brush today. The only thing is mine doesn't have a pump. You can buy a pump for it if you would like. Little fun fact that I didn't know is that a lot of NARS foundations didn't originally come with pumps because you were meant to apply these with your hands. What? I cannot believe I never knew that before. So I'm just gonna take a little bit on my fingers and we're just going to apply this all over. And I love this shade match, y'all. It's a little bit more like warm tone than I would usually do, but I love the way that it looks on my skin. It really just blends into the skin flawlessly. It doesn't require a lot of work to blend it. And I'm gonna blend just a little bit into my lace. Get that nice and blended together. Look at this foundation. You cannot tell me that this doesn't look bomb. I'm talking about this foundation like it's new, but it's been out for a hot minute, okay? Like way before the NARS Natural Radiant Foundation. NARS just knows how to do foundation. Their complexion products are always bomb. Next, we're gonna go ahead and bronze and contour the skin. I'm gonna be using this Black Radiance foundation stick, and this is in the shade Espresso. Y'all have seen me use this a million times. I absolutely love this foundation stick. It's inexpensive, but it's so dang good. So I'm gonna do this on my nose, on my cheekbones, and I go above the hollows of my cheeks. I'm gonna do the jawline here on both sides. I'm not gonna do my forehead because I applied my lace a little like further down and I don't wanna make my forehead any smaller than it is right now. I'm gonna blend the nose contour out with this Morphe E22 brush. I don't think they make this brush anymore, but you can use any pointed crease brush. That's gonna be perfect for blending out a nose contour, specifically this product. And then to blend out the contour on the rest of my face, I'm using this BH Cosmetics number 4 brush. A lot of my brushes I've had for years, y'all. So if the brushes are no longer available, just use what you have. And if you don't have a brush and you're looking for one, I'm gonna do an updated brush video, and I'll make sure all the brushes that I mentioned in that video are brushes that are actually available now. So next I'm going to take my foundation brush and just go around that area just to make sure everything is blended. For concealer, I'm going to be using the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. I'm first going to use the shade Deep, and I like to use this down the center of my face. So I'm going to use this on the tip of my nose, down the middle of the bridge of my nose. I'm also gonna do right here in the middle of my forehead. I'm gonna do above my lip. I'm gonna do right here on the sides of my nose. I'm also gonna do right here in the center of my chin. And then underneath my eyes, I like using a different shade. This is the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer in the shade Tan Deep Sand. And I'm going to apply this right here in the inner corner of the eye just to brighten that area up. And then I'm gonna use the deep shade right here on the outer corner of the eye just to lift that area up. So while we're waiting for this to dry down, I'm gonna go ahead and do my cream blush. I'm gonna be using this One Size Girly Pop Cheek Clapper blush. I literally just stuck my nail in here twice, but yeah, we're gonna be using this cream color on top. Pink blush has me in a chokehold right now. I'm gonna be using it with a MAC 130 brush. It's just a small stippling brush. It is perfect for applying cream blush. This blush is so beautiful. Do not sleep on this, y'all. And I'm just packing this on the cheek area here. And I'm gonna do the same on this side as well. Y'all let me know if you apply your cream blush before you blend out your concealer or after. So let's go ahead and blend out this concealer. Make sure you have your foundation brush nearby so you can use it to blend and just make sure the concealer is nice and blended on your skin. As you can see, it's very easy to just blend this out once you let it sit for a bit. It really just stays in the place that you put it, and then you just blend it slightly. And even if you have like a more sheer coverage concealer, if you do this, it will make it more medium coverage every time. So let's go ahead and blend out right here around the nose, and then I'm gonna blend out underneath my eyes. Keep your concealer high. Try not to go too far down on the blush area. I mean, you have to blend it there, but don't take it all the way down. And I like to bring it up on the sides of my nose as well. Then I'm gonna take my foundation brush and just go around the edges. To make everything more cohesive, just take your blush brush, don't add any more product, and just go up on the cheekbone. And now it's nice and blended with the blush as well. I'm gonna add a little bit more of concealer just in the inner corner of my eyes just to brighten that area and cancel out any discoloration. I'm gonna use this correcting concealer from Urban Decay. They no longer make this one. It's the Stay Naked in the shade 70 NY, but you can skip this step or you can use any corrective concealer that you already have. I'm just placing this right here in the inner corner where I have darkness just to further brighten up that area. Then I'm gonna take my beauty blender and just blend it right in this area. Next, I'm gonna use this One Size setting powder. This one is in the shade Sweet Honey. I'm gonna make sure that there's no creasing before I set my under eye, because once you do, it's game over, boo. So make sure that under eye is nice and blended, that it's not settled in the fine lines. And then I'm going to take this triangle puff and we're gonna use this to set that under eye concealer and brighten that area up. And I'm gonna do the same on this side, make sure that it's blended out. And then I'm going to take my triangle puff and set that concealer in place. This is my favorite part because I know once I do this step, my base is pretty much done. So I'm just applying it to all the other places where we added the lighter concealer. This is optional. If you don't like your face to be lighter in the center and the highlighted portions, you don't have to do this. But I always set my under eye area. It's a must for me, honestly. So now we're gonna set our entire face with powder. I'm using the Makeup Forever HD Matte Velvet Skin in the shade 4Y70, and I have been loving this color as of late. It's a little bit darker than my skin tone, but I've been liking that. I feel like it really balances out this whole look once I put this on. And I'm applying this everywhere where we didn't apply the One Size setting powder. So next we're gonna go in with bronzer. This is the Hoola Toasted Bronzer from Benefit. And for my bronzer today, for my face, I'm gonna be using the BH Cosmetics #2 brush, and we're applying this in the cheekbone area on the jawline. I'm gonna take this just a little bit here on my forehead, nothing too crazy. I told y'all I wasn't gonna be applying any bronzer there, but I do like pulling in the look. I'm also gonna use this bronzer on my nose with the BH Cosmetics #7 brush. And I'm gonna take this right here and pull this up into my eye look on both sides. This is one of my favorite parts. I love doing this. And then I'm gonna go around the tip of my nose here and pull it up on my nose. So let's go ahead and wipe away all of this excess powder, specifically underneath the eyes. I like to let it set there just for a little bit. For blush, I'm gonna be using this L'Oreal Infallible Pink Confident Blush. I really love this blush on top of that One Size cream blush. It's not quite as pigmented as the One Size powder blush, but I really like the color of this one. So I'm gonna finish up my eyes. We're gonna do lips, and then I'll be back because this is just a base tutorial, y'all, okay? So the base is pretty much done. I did my lips and I finished up my eyes off camera. Now it's just time for the finishing touches. I'm using the Huda Beauty Easy Bake and Snatch powder in the shade Kunafa, and I'm just using this to really set and brighten that under eye area. So do y'all see just like that slight difference? This is just a little bit more brightened and highlighted. I like doing this as a finishing touch. It's really not necessary, but for me, it just gives me that extra flawless look that I'm going for. If I'm doing a full beat, I want my face to look flawless, and I mean flawless all day, baby. And then the last step, I'm gonna use the Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray from Charlotte Tilbury just to set my full face. And then once that dries, I like to go in with a more hydrating setting spray as well. So I'm going to use the Morphe Continuous Setting Spray. And here is the finished look. I told y'all this base routine doesn't miss. If you enjoyed this makeup look, definitely let me know in the comment section down below. And if y'all have any requests or need extra help perfecting any type of makeup look, let me know in the comment section down below and I will definitely get to that. I am in the process of moving, so my videos for the next month or two are gonna be, I'm gonna be in different areas because depending on like what room I'm packing up, I might have to film in a different area. So just bear with your girl if you see that in my upcoming videos in the next month or two. I'm still gonna be posting consistently. I told y'all I was here and I'm here to stay, and I have been posting consistently. I know y'all have been seeing a lot of wig installs on my channel. There are videos that I just have to get out, but y'all are gonna be seeing more makeup videos on my channel like this one. So if you enjoyed this one, definitely give it a big thumbs up. And if you haven't already watched my latest drugstore makeup tutorial, I'm showing you how I do a full face with affordable drugstore makeup. Definitely click the box right here and go check that out next.